welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to the weekend edition here of the WardiTV Monday. WardiTV Monday number 81. Your weekly dose of all things WardiTV action. Here we go. We are here. We're back. We're live. I'm of course your side VIP, with you enjoyed by these amazing players and by the people in the chat as well. Welcome, welcome, one and all. As we had an intense morning of StarCraft, we were going through all of the TLMC 21 maps, or at least all the standard maps, by the way. If you're interested, the VOD of that is over on my personal channel. Otherwise, we are now here. We are now live with some StarCraft 2 1v1 casting with the WardiTV Monday. Let's go. Let us go. It's been a while. It's been a while since we have gone into some live coverage of events like this, some live casting, some live coverage. It has been a little bit more rare. A big reason for this is everyone's going to be jumping in. Jesus, of course. God damn, we should have picked another series. We should have gone for another series, papi. Aye. But we are jumping into our PvP. It's going to be a PvP between MaxPax and Zoun here in the round of 32. Round of 32 here of the WardiTV Monday. Again, it's been a couple of months since we've covered this live. It's been replay coverage since around November of last year, basically since Daylight Savings. But Daylight Savings did hit once again over the weekend, which means it is now at a much more accessible time slot. Yeah, much more accessible. And here we go, spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Winter Manors. We have the Danish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Sassum Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the red Protoss front side. It is Zoun. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we delve into our PvP. And I did have the opportunity to maybe jump in some of the other matches. Exclamation mark, be in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves. I dove on this PvP because one, it looked high profile, but two, I assumed that it wouldn't get as much coverage because it is a PvP. I was wrong in that assumption. Throwing that assumption, and because of that, we most likely will try to break out and try to branch out after this series, as I believe a lot of the other casters are also going to be covering this series. So typically we try to branch out. Typically we try to cover as many matches as possible. Do try. But now though, 2-gate opener out of Zoun, likewise 2-gate opener out of MaxPax. We're going to be opening up in a standard fashion. I may say standard fashion. The fact that MaxPax is opening up 2-gate is a big deviation from what he usually does go for, which means MaxPax, he can be the aggressor himself. You have the probe veering off here towards the right hand side, and MaxPax opening up with said Cybercore follow-up, and we'll see how aggressive MaxPax plans on being. Speaking of aggression, we just see Zoun going for his own proxy pylon into his own proxy setup here. This can lead into a one-base all-in. What's important is that Zoun has not scouted, and again, MaxPax is blindly opening up 2 gates, so he's already going to have a safer start and can even go for his own defensive robo. What is Stargate, Robo, or Twilight Council, or an extra gateway? We're leaning more towards a tech-heavy start. Cybercore is now done. Proxy Robo, one-base all-in. But again, MaxPax, he might even just blindly go for his own defensive setup. MaxPax, he's scouting across the map. He knows that a pylon is missing. He knows that something is wrong, and he can respond. He can react with his own Robo or Stargate. Zoun is just now poking in, and he will now confirm what is going on. And nothing in the natural. Confirms a 2-gate, he knows. No. Yeah, rough start here for Zoun. This is less than 90. He gets found out as well. Everything's falling apart. Again, the one-base all-in has been scouted. Stargate opener back at home. We can go Stargate into Oracle first, into a delayed Void Ray just to harass across the map. And this is a brutal start for Zoun. Hopefully he can bring it together and bring it back, but the pressure is on. Oh boy. Not like this, man. Not like this. As here comes the initial Immortal. Army does rally together. Army does rally. Doesn't quite get the Adept. The Immortal's popping out. It is going to be Oracle first. Again, this makes plenty of sense. This makes plenty of sense just because MaxPax does have that defensive advantage of extra gateways. So he has the freedom to go for the Oracle, to zoom across the map. Back room's down. He is getting a safety battery, thankfully. He gets scouted. Oh, does get a couple of volleys off. Does get eyes on the Oracle. So not a bad start here for Zoun, catching out the first Oracle, now being aware. Back at home, he should be warping in. As he does run the natural. Prism has arrived. With the help of the War Prism, he could try to bounce into the main. He could try to rotate. At the same time, the Oracle moves in. The battery is done, and there's that defensive warp in. Going for the stasis. Oh! Does pull away in time. Does pull away. Nice control so far to Zoun. Nice control. MaxPax. Oh! Poking in. Again, ideally, MaxPax does want to catch that Prism. Adepts, they do shade into the main. They commit. Yeah, commits into shade. Two Adepts taking one shot probes. They get one so far. 1, 2, 3 up to 4 probe kills. At the same time, Zoun does not push in. Getting it to 4 probes. Not quite 5. Shades out. Shades out, pokes forward. 3 batteries here at the natural. Sentries on force fields as well. Oracle back into the main. And does get 1 Stalker. Okay. 1 Stalker goes down. Good juggling. Pulls away. Oracle doesn't quite commit. But now there's a second Void Ray. Yeah, now second Void Ray. Zoun supply blocked. No! He's getting a pylon. He gets supply blocked. Oracle to the main. Ooh, John's got a massive pop-off. Stasis goes off. Zoun not quite paying attention. He tries to give it in. He tries to give it in. So far, good juggling. He hasn't lost many Stalkers yet. But he's hitting low. Yeah, he's hitting low. There we go. Stalkers now going down. Immortal almost does fall. Okay, this time he is so low in HP. And there it is. Getting 1, 2, 3 Stalker kills. Brutal damage. More batteries are finishing. 1 Void Ray does get picked up. 1 Void Ray goes down. But this will second, soon to be a third. Soon to be additional Void Rays. Oh, Void Ray does barely get away in time. And pulls away, gets 1, 2, 3 more Stalker. Oh god. The army's getting bullied. Void Rays, they can just give chase. Triggers a shield. Warpin does finish. But again, the longer this goes on, the better it is for MaxPax. Zoun's been on a timer, and so far, he's running out of time. He's running out of time. Now there's a third Void Ray. Does focus on one of the Immortals. 1 Immortal left. GG gets called. The all-in fails, and MaxPax will take game number 1. Whew. GG. MaxPax does take a lead in the series again. A really unfortunate start for Zoun. Zoun blindly going for his own proxy. Meanwhile, MaxPax went for a 2-gate opener. So MaxPax, he was going for a much safer start than he usually does. And with that, he was able to just shut down the initial proxy. He was able to scout early on as well to confirm, to react, to respond, to be able to get economic damage done across the map and also defend as well. GG. GG all played a very comfortable game there for MaxPax. And against Zoun, he gambled, and alas, it didn't quite gamble well enough. And with that, MaxPax does take a lead, and we'll see if Zoun can recover coming into game number 2. Let's go. We'll be going over the rest of the brackets momentarily. We'll get there. We will get there. As it looks like Hero did already wrap up his initial series. So we're going to be going from PvP into PvP here. So MaxPax versus Zoun into Hero. That is the goal. That is the plan. But again, I might look for another series. It's it's not ideal, but I'm probably going to hop around and look for another matchup. Just to kind of like split off. That's so good. This morning in the right-hand corner of Tourmaline, we do have the Danish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the teal Protoss for onside. It is Zoun. Here we go. As we are here, as we are back. And we'll keep an eye on Zoun. Again, there's a high chance we go into something hyper-aggressive, into another proxy, into another one-base all-in, but we'll keep an eye on our teal Protoss. Likewise, we'll see if MaxPax once again goes for 2-gate. It's quite rare to see, but it does happen from time to time. We experienced that in the first game. Do we see it again here in game number 2? It's been a long day. It's been a long day of StarCraft. It was Euthermal's 2v2 into TLMC into now WardiTV Monday. I did have an hour-long nap though. True. I had an hour-long nap in between. We'll be fine. As the Zoun is setting up for the one-base all-in. Let's go for the proxy. Setting up for the proxy. Throws down the second pylon. Sets up with the proxy robo. Just waiting for the cyber core. Likewise, MaxPax, he does probe scouts. Scouts across the map, confirms that the pylon is missing. Cyber core is now done, and show us what you got. There it is, proxy gateway, not a robo. Still a one-base all-in, but a different variation. This does hit earlier, this does hit faster, as you're not waiting for a prism, you're not waiting for immortals, you can just warp in across the map, you can commit. Meanwhile, once again, 2-gate opener out of MaxPax. Ay. 2-gate opener into a Stargate. Again, this is not normal, by the way, but this is catching Zoun off guard. It's shutting him down. Oh no, he gets scouted. Yeah, he gets scouted as well. MaxPax is fully aware. MaxPax now he can freely expand, set up his battery. And this is a rough position for Zoun. For those who maybe don't watch much MaxPax, MaxPax, he rarely goes for 2-gate openers. It's almost always gate cyber expand or gate cyber stargate, all off of one gateway. But at least in this series, every game so far, it's been 2-gate. It's been a 2-gate opener. That's why we've seen blind one-base all-ins out of Zoun. Zoun has been hoping for some more economic builds, some more greedier builds, but that hasn't been happening. That has not been happening. It is warping in 3 stalkers at a time. So does commit. Oh, going for the Void Ray. Can he bring it down? Oh, he can. Okay, massive pickoff. Takes down the Void Ray. Yeah, the batteries were not good enough. And Zoun, despite being scouted and despite the 2-gate opener, does catch the first Void Ray, goes to the pylon, and it looks like he is overwhelming. Depowers every single shield battery. And with that, that's game. I mean, there's nothing left. Like, this is where MaxPax had to make a stand. And to lose that first Void Ray, that was brutal. Looks like we have some latency issues, but everything's okay. MaxPax is buying time. He will lose the natural. But the problem here is the momentum, right? The problem here is just how many Sulkers there are at this point. And for MaxPax to lose that first Void Ray, I mean, that is brutal. It takes so long to rebuild. Going for a counterattack, a desperation move there by MaxPax. He does have a sentry, he can force field. So MaxPax, he can buy a little bit more time. There's high ground vision. Ooh, locks down one of the sentries. Does that mean there's no force field? No, there's no force field. Yeah, MaxPax a big bait there. He wasted his force field, which means he had no force field for the ramp. And with that, GG. With that, GG well played. With that, we're getting into game number 2. We're tied up 1-1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. We're going into the ace match here. Again, MaxPax, he had the tools to defend, but he did get caught out initially with that first Void Ray. We saw that the third battery was not done in time, and the burst damage, the sheer amount of burst damage there was a little bit too much to catch the first Void Ray out of position, off guard, and with that GG. With that GG, well played. As you mentioned, going for the proxy gateway means that is a faster all-in, faster than the proxy robo. Does hit faster, does hit quite hard, and MaxPax, he was caught with his pants down. I mean, again, he scouted, he saw what was coming his way. He even reacted with the Stargate, reacted with the same follow-up, but it came down to the execution, and the execution was lacking there for MaxPax. And now we're getting into the ace match. Let's go. We're loading into game 3. Game 3 is going to be on 10,000 feet. The third and final game here. Now, after the success we just saw at Zoun in game 2, I would imagine we're just going to proxy one base all in game 3 as well. Whether we go into a robo or a gateway or a hidden Twilight Council, yet to be determined, but we'll see. Keep an eye on Zoun. So we're getting into our next series or into our next game. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of 10,000 feet, we have the Danish Protoss player, we have the blue Protoss for Sai Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the red Protoss player. We have the South Green Protoss representing on side. It is Zoun. Good day, played here for the first time, got eliminated in 10 minutes. It's all good, man. It's all good. Again, these the online tournaments are quite stacked. Whether it's this event, whether it's Tunic Cup, whether it's Pegasus Cup, it can be. They are quite stacked. They can be quite brutal. But I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Hope you had a good time. Hope you're able to have a fun experience playing with some of the best players in the world. Playing with Rogue. Do you just see? Played against Rogue, man. Hope you had a good time. So now we have our initial openers. Once again, we're leaning towards a 2-gate play. We'll see if Zoun mixes things up. It is 2-gate opener to Zoun. MaxPax doing what he does best, going gate expand. No shot, gate expand before the Cybercore. Hyper greed out of MaxPax. Going for the Nexus before the Cybercore and before any other tech structure, of course. Meanwhile, Zoun setting up for a proxy here on the right hand side, but this is off to the side here quite heavily. This is either a fake out or a proxy Stargate. This is not really built for a one base all in. MaxPax setting up in the low grounds. Likewise, he did scout. He did confirm that a pylon was missing, so MaxPax, he knows. We can see he's scouting one of the more common proxy locations here at the third base location. Does check further out towards a more standard Stargate setup, and that is all he's going to be seeing here. I believe he should not find the proxy itself. Ooh, I say that. Does re-rally. Yep, does reroute. And again, these are more common locations. Instead, it's going to be further back. It's going to be that Stargate. As we mentioned, proxy Stargates, it is too far away for a robo. So this is not a one base all in. This is an economic opener. I say economic. It's an aggressive opener meant to give you an economic lead. It should be proxy or proxy Oracle while we expand behind it. That's moving out. Oracle will soon be on the way. There it is. Does back in. Oh. Does get eyes on the initial gate setup. That's going to be a 3-gate follow-up, actually. Okay. Is that blind battery? Max actually does evacuate the natural. Oh, we shade in. Gets one. Gets one probe. Does not get away. Nice force field. The Oracle moves in, and now Max actually knows what's been going on, and we get 1, 2, 3 probes. Just 3 though. It's getting greedy. Gets a 4th. Okay. Gets a 5th. Ah, not quite. So 4 probe kills, 6 in total. Not a bad start here from Zoun. Bearing in mind that he has a delayed expansion, he needs to do this damage to equalize, to even things up, and to macro out. To macro out. So we go double Oracle moving in. There's going to be Blink on the way here for MaxPax. He's Blink, 2 Oracles, taking 1 shot probes. He gets 1, he gets 2. Nothing major. Just 2 more workers. MaxPax going to his own Forge, getting a +1, going for a heavy Blink Stalker setup with that Forge. And as we get into a longer game state, MaxPax still has a worker lead, which is crazy, by the way. Like, he lost how many so far? 8. He's lost 8 workers. He's still ahead. That goes to show just how greedy MaxPax was in comparison. So still has that greater economy and soon that greater army as well. I would just see that Zoun is responding with his own 3rd gateway with his own Blink follow-up. No Forge of his own, so he will be behind in upgrades. The 3rd base is going to be delayed. MaxPax, you can see him trying to bait out that stasis, and it does trigger. Ooh, will that still block the expansion though? It might barely not. That does. No. Yeah, that does block the expansion. Nexus is delayed. Zoun taking his own. So Zoun with a faster 3rd. Faster 3rd base. Getting a faster 3rd. And with that Zoun, he can now start to recover economically. Likewise, now trying to catch up in upgrades as well, kind of working in the same direction. +1 into Blink. No charge yet from either player. No switch into charge lots. Zoun does look to move out. Yeah, the nice taste of the bait. Oh my god. Yeah, Zoun does bait him in, and now it's time to push. And now it's time to push. Press the advantage. Does pick up a Stalker. Takes down 2. Better pickups initially here by Zoun, but Zoun, he is still focusing on his production. Production, his economy. Doesn't do too much more. MaxPax now with the Observer does spot the stasis. He knows. And this time we'll get baited. Again, Zoun, he wasn't quite able to capitalize. As he'll spool back home. Setting up more stasis traps. Oh, catching 1, catching 2 Oracles. Nice catch. Very nice. Takes down the Oracle, takes down the expansion. And from here we're getting to a longer game. I'm gonna quickly make some tea after this. It's been a full day of talking and of casting. So, need some tea. As MaxPax, he does rotate. We're going for the base trade. Oh, okay. We're going for the base trade. Zoun is out of position. We commit across the map. MaxPax, of course, he will initiate the base trade first. He will be the first to break down the 3rd. MaxPax a little later. Sorry, Zoun a little later, I meant to say. As MaxPax, he commits in. Takes out the mineral line, now pushing into the natural, pushing further in towards the main. He does push further in, 30 probes going to be falling. He has high ground vision, nice use of hallucination, and breaks the main. It breaks through the main base, boys are being pulled, Zoun getting desperate at the same time, Stalkers are across the map. And again, MaxPax, he's just that one step faster. On top of that, he has the Immortal. The Immortal does add so much more DPS here to the buildings. Looking at the army tab here, again, MaxPax, he has the larger army. That Immortal does make up for things. He's down by 2 Stalkers, down by 1 even. And both players will lose their bases. MaxPax does have a Ninja base, bottom left. He has Ninja expansion, and he also has enough money for another Nexus. Third goes down. Natural as well. Again, the buildings are falling so quickly in comparison. Zoun, he's got to keep going though. Oh, he's turning around. Zoun, where are we going? What's the plan? Did waste a shot there. Oh, he's recoiling. He's crazy. He's going for the recall. Can he get on top of the Immortal? He does have a battery. There we go. The Immortal goes down. Pushing further in, but the numbers are not there. GG gets called, and MaxPax will claim this series 2-1, advancing on to the next round. GG. GG, well played. MaxPax will claim the series. Again, MaxPax was the first to initiate the base trade, and he also had the Immortal with the main army as well. So he had the greater army, he had the stronger force, and Zoun had to make a really rough decision there. Would be to commit to the base trade or to race back home. Regardless, it was a losing position there for Zoun. He didn't know, but MaxPax also had Ninja bases, and he had enough money for more Ninja expansions as well. GG. GG, well played, and with that, with that, MaxPax will advance on to the next round. Let's catch up on the bracket.